robotics is one of the best programs we have going at Coffman High School for our kids in engineering, our kids in computer science, and they tend to gravitate to that program.
Another one of our outreach events is CORI, which stands for the Central Ohio Robotics Initiative, and it's basically another invitational that allows students to showcase their robot and maybe even improve it after the first regionals and worlds tournaments.
Our team was given the opportunity to try to modify toy cars for kids with various muscular and physical disabilities.
They can learn, see something across the room, oh, I really want to go investigate that, and now they can actually move their body to it and explore that further. Things that without mobility vehicles they might not be able to do for a couple more months. You know, my son will be able to experience what it's like to chase his sisters around the front yard and experience that joy and that laughter, and so that's what we're looking to do.
The microscope project has been a project of ours for the last couple of years, and it's been our opportunity to bring these relatively cheap microscopes to kids in our school district so they can use them in their science classrooms. It utilizes a smartphone and uses a camera to make its depth a lot deeper so you can see whatever it is that you're looking at underneath the microscope. It's been a really neat opportunity for us, and we really hope that the kids get to learn from it.
The Engineering Academy is a chance for students to study engineering and learn what it's about, and to do real open-ended problem solving and be forced to think about things like what mathematical models are we using, both explicitly and implicitly, and how does that model influence our design.
We've spent a lot of time outside of school, such as programming club and just outside general help for kids who want to learn how to program. And now this wasn't in any way necessarily related to robotics when we first started, but as these kids started to understand and grow, we started to grow as well, because as we've learned and developed our leadership qualities, which have then helped us improve in robotics.
So the biggest thing we focus on is making sure that we're always teaching freshmen so that we're not always the ones doing it, that we're getting new members so that in a year or two, the team's not devoid of leaders and people who have the skills to make sure the robot gets done right.
I think one of the things I learned from FRC specifically was that when you're doing something like FRC or a sport or something you dedicate a lot of time to, it's important to remember why you do it. And I think that's something I really learned from FRC and from 1014 specifically, is at the end of the day you put all this time into it and you work really hard and you have a robot or a chairman's presentation or you've helped out a school and you've done all these great things, but you have to remember why you're doing it.
We're not just 1014. We're 1014!